Hello, everyone, and welcome to another screencast with Mr. Swan. Today is Friday, and it is the end of our first online work week. Hopefully, you guys have had a good week, and happy Friday to you. What I have for you today is your Unit 8 test, which we'll talk about in just a second. After that, I'll have you guys do some test corrections. And then after that, I have your Unit 9 preview sheet, and that's the unit about climate, and I have those notes for you as well. I don't always do picture of the day on a test day, and I believe I usually do not. But I figured, why not do an extra one? So here you go. This is the possibly smallest dinosaur / bird found in amber. This is I put dinosaur / bird because birds came from dinosaurs. And they found this tiny little piece of amber on the bottom right-hand photo. It looks pretty big, but it's the size of about a little pebble. And then they noticed this little bird skull in there after they had dug it up from a mine. And then over the years, it had made its way eventually to researchers who then eventually kind of took a look at it, realized what they were looking at. It was actually a skull. And then they did some more testing on it. And then that's what the bottom left photo is, showing kind of a 3D idea of what that skull actually is. And they were able to use that evidence to show a new species that, as of right now, we had never seen before. So it was this tiny dinosaur-like bird species, and some things that has a little out of the ordinary. The amount of teeth in that bottom right photo, you can actually see about I don't say about 25 or so teeth. They're really tiny and kind of poking right through the jaw. And they're kind of surprised, one, that it actually had so many and that it went so far back down the mouth. That it's almost, you can see the teeth kind of extending almost to the bottom of the eye, which is slightly abnormal. It just means that usually if somebody has that, it can open up its jaws really wide. The eyes, though, are a little bit out of the ordinary as well, just based on positioning. And based on shape, it's more like prey than predator. So it has these mixed characteristics of prey and predator, which is pretty neat as well. So this tiny little thing, I kind of like this because it just kind of goes to show how many things have lived on our planet that we just don't really get to know about. And then sometimes you find them by accident, like this one. And the also, what was a big thing is this bird is that it's just so tiny. It weighs 0.07 ounces, just the weight of about $2 bills. So incredibly small. If you want to hear more about it, and actually the researcher that went and studied it, they published this article in Nature, but they also made a little video about it as well. And this researcher goes on, and I don't usually show videos of these, but she is so excited about her work that it's fun to listen to. So the video is about 3 minutes or so long, and it's nice to see somebody so excited about what they do and wanting to share that with other people. So highly recommend you kind of give that a look. After you're done with these slides, and have those, remember, for you on the mainstream page of our Google Classroom, we're going to move on to your test. So here's the deal. Your test. It's on Test Wizard. It is the Unit 8 test for 2019 to 2020. And it's going to be different, as in I'm not going to grade it. You're going to have you take it at home. So if you want to, you could use your notes. I would say maybe you probably should not. Try to give it a go yourself to see how it goes. And then I'm going to have you do test corrections. So this is also in your Google Classroom. So when this is all done and over with and you submit your test, go back through. It will tell you your grade. It will then show you the questions you got right or wrong. And then this is the part that I am going to grade. Come here, put your name on there, your block number, even though you're at home, but it helps keep it organized for me. And the question number that you got wrong. So if you got question 2 wrong, you'd write number 2 here, and then you explain what the question is a little bit about. Why the correct answer is correct. The middle part would be the topic. So don't put the atmosphere, put what it's about, such maybe it's cold front question, or is it a pressure question, something's very similar to that. And then what went wrong? Is it something that you just weren't really sure how this worked? You were very confused about what dew point was, or Was it on the reference table? And you just kind of forgot that diagram was on the reference table. And then if it was on the reference table, make sure to put the reference table number on there. So what I'm going to do, after you're done with this and after you submit your test corrections, I'm going to go through your test individually. I'm going to take a look at what you got right. I'm going to take a look at what you got wrong. I'm going to compare that with your test corrections, and then and just see what maybe we'll have to do and review for at the end of the year. So, which is something kind of similar I do after you take your test. That's how I go through and have a good idea of like what we need to review and what we need to kind of work on a little bit better. And then this is how I'll have to do it when you're at home. After you're done with that, just like normal, I have the next preview assignment for you. That looks like this is the Unit 9 preview assignment. We're back up to our last 2 units. This unit is about the climate, and I'll start it here, and then we'll kind of work through it as normal, and I'll find some things for you guys to do at home on the interwebs for climate. I will warn you, climate was maybe the most hands-on unit that I had for the entire year. So even though we feel like we do stuff every single day, that was my goal, we were going to do quite a bit for this one. So I'll see what I can do, and then try to have something nice for you. After that, you're done for the weekend. Have a good weekend. Good luck to you. And if there's any problems, let me know and send me an email. One last thing I should mention. For these, you can submit them right through Google Classroom. If you would prefer to print them out and handwrite this, you're always welcome to do so. Just either scan it or take a picture of it and email it to me. And we'll put that in the directions for the Google Classroom assignment as well. Okay, besides that, have a great day. See you later.